Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to another glorious day here at the Tango Hotel. That's right, boys. Today is the day where we continue our journey with Warhammer 40k Rogue Traitor. I am super freaking stoked, boys. I am absolutely magnificently freaking ready for this nonsense. Are you ready for this? I am totally ready for this. We're also going to be respecking our tank, so so on that note, my friends, if you would please join together in most glorious kumbaya with me by grabbing your cup, your mug, your glass. Perhaps you have your tankard, chalice, or a stein, maybe a canteen, jug, a flask, a vessel of any kind. You fill it with your favorite fluid. That's right, it's the morning coffee, deliciously, magnificently tango made. And join me now, friends, for the gloriousness, the stupendosity, the absolute awesome sauceness that is the simultaneous sip. Brothers of the waffle, citizens of the Tango Hotel, it's happening right. Freaking go! That's it. That's the good stuff. Yep. The hell is that? Oh, it's been on my freaking monitor. Yeah, don't pay no attention to me. I'm just a dummy. You know, I probably should get like a green thing for this because it's kind of weird that it just sits there and you can't really see it because it's got green stuff on it. It's kind of odd. But you know what? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, so my dudes, my bros, hope you're ready for this. And are we ready? I think we're ready. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. I took a picture of his skill tree, the Seneschal, that is, because I want to respec his ass. And we really, nope, wrong one. God damn it. That's the wrong one. Okay, there we go. And what we're really going to do, this is what we're really going to do. We're going to go... There we go. Training. Albard. We're going to respec his ass. And the reason is because I was hoping that once we got to the next tier, we would actually still be able to pick warrior stuff. And I was wrong. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with athletics. And then we're going to go with endure because that's what we have to do. We have to do daring breach because that's his base ability. And then I picked it's this one, thick skin. The warrior gains +1 damage deflection. Their parry chances increased by 25% of the warrior's total armor. So yeah, that's a really good one. Straight off the bat, we're going with that one. Okay, now the next one it's a redden that's got like a broken bone on it. Living shield. Enemies suffer 10% penalty to hit chance with ranged attacks, including area attacks, against the warrior for every enemy within a 1-cell radius. Stacks up to 3 times. That's kind of cool, but not really that great. I think I'm going to swap it for something else. Let's see, what was the next one? It's another one that looks kind of like that one. What is it? Let me see. Is there another one that looks like that one? It's got like a broken bone thing. Combat Master. Let's go ahead and grab a Combat Master, because that's definitely really good. Melee superiority gives them extra chance to hit if they've got you surrounded, and basically I don't want that to ever happen. And I think we're going to go with weapon skill right there. The next one we're going to go with, we did Forceful Strike, which I don't really like, to be quite honest. Terrifying Scream, attention to their enemies, becoming priority target for enemies who fail a willpower resistance check for 3 rounds. Now, what is the willpower resistance check based on? It doesn't actually say. The warrior marks a target, gaining 20% armor and 6 damage on melee attacks against that target. The target attacks the warrior during the round. The warrior gains 1 AP per round. Reckless Strike. The warrior's next melee strike gains 20% armor pen and 8 damage and ignores 15% of the target's parry. Every enemy who survives an attack enhanced with this ability will attack the warrior in return, including creatures with ranged weapons. Ooh. Wait. That's really fucking good. So it gives 20 armor pen, 8 damage, and ignores 15% of their parry. And if they survive, they attack him. Even if they have ranged weapons. We're grabbing that one. Yep. Yeah, Forceful Strike was a bad pick, and so was Breakthrough for the type of dude I want to make him. Next, we're going to go with... we did go with athletics, and that seems to be the good one. He has 40 in it, which seems to be a good idea. And we will go to the next one, and that was weapon skill once more. What's his toughness? 5? Okay, yeah, we're going to go weapon skill. And that one was melee superiority, so I need to pick something else. Oh, so what we're going to do is we're going to go with this, and we're going to go melee superiority here. I did not realize this was a different tree. So I can't pick a warrior talent with this one. So we're going to go back here, and we're going to pick a different one. Whenever an enemy attacks the warrior, his next melee attack is 5 additional damage. So what that means is if he does Reckless Strike, Contempt means he does, yeah. So he'll do an additional 5 damage on the follow-up attack. That's kind of crazy. 3 damage to enemies that have no allies adjacent. That's pretty good. Non-armed, enraged warriors, 50% less wounds. I mean, it does happen, but it's not that bad. Whenever the warrior is attacked, they gain 1 stack of Epicenter of Slaughter until the end of combat. At the start of their turn, warrior gains temporary wounds. For each stack, these temporary wounds cannot exceed 5. That seems really good to go with the talent that I picked for him. The next one, what's it called? Fuck, it'll make me lose all these because you can't hit complete until you go back to what is the tank version of what I got him next. So it's like, is that what we want to do? We want to grab Contempt? I don't think so. Cautious Disengage. That's not, they don't really need that. Made by every enemy this combat. Oh, that's interesting. Area attacks deal an additional 3 damage for each enemy hit. Almost never do enemy attacks, area attacks, so it's kind of like... defensive maneuvers is kind of cool. Uses single shot attack or melee attack against a target. The warrior gains 50% armor against attacks made by that target. Okay. Is hit while under the Endure effect. The damage deflection is increased by +1 until the warrior's next turn. Impetus. Damage dealt by charge. Interception. Parries an attack. The next warrior archetype is -1. Is there, if there are no enemies, push, charge and push. Increase the damage of ranged attacks made against affected enemies. Ramming speed charges 3 cells. I know I got that. That's this talent right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick up charge, ramming speed, +3. Okay. And then this will be, we did Medicae. Corrals would be another good one, I would assume, but that's fine. And so, wait, what? Oh yeah, ramming speed's up there. This one, so if ramming speed's up there, well, actually, you know what? Why don't we do this? Why don't we keep this the same? And we'll make that ramming speed. And we need to make this one something else that we don't already have. Yeah, like rigorous training I got later, so we'll not get that one. Ramming speed is down there, which is kind of weird that I would grab it here. Ah, I see. So it wouldn't allow me to grab it down there. Let's do... Is it interception? Parries an attack. There's impetus. Damage dealt by charge is increased by 9 when the ability is used from a distance or 5 or more cells. Yeah. That seems pretty good. I like using charge. That one's pretty cool too. Because I almost always use Endure. So we could do, you know what, let's do... no, let's do Impetus, because that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Daring Breach, we got... Grants 10 movement points. The warrior's attacks do not provoke attacks of opportunity. Does not provoke... 4 MP for each kill they may use after attacking or using abilities. Bam, we're grabbing that one. That one was... Rigorous Training. Charge and Slash do not end the warrior's movement and grant 13% dodge for 1 round after use. So Charge always gets used. This was Agility I got. Let's actually grab Toughness. No, Agility's good. because that way it'll be higher. He'll be higher on the thing. And this is where we got breakthrough, which I don't want to get. I'm probably going to get either sworn enemy or taunting scream. Let's do taunting scream. Actually, that seems like a good idea. If I want him to be a tank, I should have stuff that makes people attack him. And then this one, I believe we got swift movements, which is +2 to movement points, which is pretty good. This one is agility as well. And then we got coercion, or carouse. Yeah, we got carouse on this one. You know what? I'll get Medicaid. I'll get more Medicaid on that one instead. This is why we're doing this. Okay, so this one is a shield with a little squiggle next to it. I love the icons. They are great. So shit, that was rigor. That's not it. It's this one. Defensive maneuvers. When they take damage, they gain 13% dodge. So that's cool. But I'm thinking we're gonna do something else. 4 damage to enemies that have no allies in the adjacent cells. Whenever an enemy attacks the next melee attack against that enemy deals 5 additional damage. This does not stack, but reactivated after another attack is made by the same enemy or a different one. Okay. Whenever the warrior hits with Reckless Strike, this attack scores a guaranteed critical hit. Okay, that's what. Yep, that's what we're doing. That's the one. That's the one. And then we're gonna do Medicaid there. So I guess we're gonna do carouse on this one. This one was strength. We're gonna level that bad boy up. And then this one we got doing my part. If no other character in the current party has the same archetype as this character, the first archetype ability used in each combat by this character costs -1. Against Xenos and demonic creatures, their allies have half these bonuses. However, Imperial Ward characters' lore, Xenos, and lore warp is always 0. Doing my part is okay. Because the archetype abilities are shit like charge, right? Is charge an archetype ability? Yes. Okay, we're gonna do doing my part. Yeah, that seems like a really good idea. Yeah, I think we're gonna stick with that. And then daring breach. For 1 round, the warrior becomes priority target for every enemy hit by their melee attacks. Also, the warrior gains 20% parry and 2 deflection until the end of combat. That one right there. You could do more damage, but that's fine. And then we level him up again. And which are we gonna actually take Vanguard again? And I think the answer is yes, because I got the one that makes enemies attack me, right? So I got taunt. So each attack against the Vanguard grants +1 stack of unyielding beacon. Each stack increases the resolve by 1 to a maximum of 15. All allies within a 2-cell radius gain half the bonus. Temporary wounds apply to the Vanguard now stack, but only remain stacked until the start of the Vanguard's turn. At the start of the turn, the wounds are reduced to the largest amount. If the remaining number of temporary wounds is less than blah 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 blah, becomes equal to the center. Okay, all right. So next talent, Bulwark. Until the start of the next turn, the Vanguard gains damage deflection against ranged attacks equal to the number of stacks of unyielding beacon on the Vanguard. Additionally, the Vanguard becomes immune to push and forced movement effects until their next turn. So you have to actually use that. Same with defensive stance, right? Wall of Rockcrete. Which one was it? Provocation forces an enemy in their melee range to immediately attack the Vanguard. All the Vanguard's allies who are wielding melee weapons and adjacent to the enemy make an attack of opportunity. Chooses an ally. All enemies in a 3-cell radius around that ally make a willpower resistance test. On failed test, Vanguard becomes priority target. Around this ally. Huh. Chosen ally does not provoke attacks of opportunities from enemies. Can shoot enemies in melee range and move as if not within range of attacks of opportunity. Now that sounds pretty good. This ability is used all allies within the 2-cell radius gain following ability, which costs 0 AP and MP until the start of the next turn. The character can move to any cell adjacent to the Vanguard without provoking turn. Okay, cool. So these are all kind of... I want to say defensive stance is probably going to be my best bet. The ability to make parry moves when I stand like right next to somebody is probably going to be really, really good. All right. And we might do No Heresy. We could do Chain. Advanced Skills. Eldari Weapon. What I'm thinking here is we could do Chain Weapon Expert for maximum damage. It's pretty good. Or we could do more Weapon Skill, right? That's another good one. Dueling Mastery, 15% bonus to parry is going to be insane. Dual Weapon Combat. You know what? Fuck it. I'll take Dual Weapon Combat. Yeah, let's do Dual Weapon Combat. Okay. So, now, let's look at any of these other dudes. If there's anything that I might want to... They're critical. Okay, fired up. Reloading costs 2 less P. First reload does not cost AP. Concentrated fire. I really like that ability. That's fine. That's fine. Firearm Master until the end of the soldier's turn. They gain 4 MP, and their attacks do not spend. Ah, that's that. Okay. I was like, what is that? What is this, Rack and Ruin? No, Demolition Engineer. Demolition instead of intelligence is used to determine additional damage dealt with ranged area attacks. Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? Entrench. I'm thinking about we get rid of Entrench because I almost never use it, right? It is something that I do use on occasion, but half the time I'm not even in cover, so it's really hard to use. Dash, on the other hand, only within a 3-cell radius, though. Base rate of fire doubled, but minus 25% damage. And all shots will follow random... I don't actually know what that means. Will follow random trajectories. Yeah. I guess we'll keep that. It's fine for now. Shield of Faith. Seems good. Flame Weapon Expert. I could respec just to get rid of that, so... Because I don't want to use a flamer on her anymore. It was cool while it lasted, but I got that fucking shotgun and it's so damn good. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing. I love min-maxing in freaking RPGs, dude. What can I say? So. And we can also change which archetype we got. Because we gave her the Bounty Hunter, which seems pretty cool. Hot on the trail. I might keep it, to be quite honest. Because, I mean... What else are we going to do with that, right? I'm definitely not going to redo her. I've got, yeah. And both of these dudes are, I don't care about them. And him, perfect spot. Yeah, all of these are really good. I don't really, yeah. That's pretty good. Okay, so we'll do one more. We'll do it to the girl. We are in need of training. Skadoosh. Skadoosh. All right, so, yep, we got that, and then it's, was it fired up? That's exactly what it is, okay. Next one's BS, yep, and then we got that finger. Is that rapid reload? Yeah, that was it. And then more BS, there you go. And then we got concentrated fire, which we absolutely gonna pick up. Agility. Do we want to keep agility going up? Reflexes, initiative, dodge. Yeah, we'll go. And he gives him dodge reduction. That'll be fun. And then we've got, was it No Heresy? Imperial World, gain against Xenos and demonic creatures. I think that's what she got. That's what it looks like. Melee, flame, and Melta attacks against demons and psychers. Emperor Protects is pretty good. We could do something along the lines of Bolt Weapon Expert instead. You know what? We'll do that. Yeah, Bolt Weapon Expert. So that's basically what I'm gonna use. I could always respec her to later to use Melta weapons, or I could give her Grenadier. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do Grenadier. I really like Grenadier. The fact that you can just chuck them and it not cost anything. That'd be great. Okay, this is Unpredictable. 8% crit chance. Doubled against enemies from which the soldier is protected by cover. There you go. And then we got the D on that one. The big fat D. Just, yeah. Big D. Big D. Until the end of the soldier's turn, they gain 4 MP, and their attacks do not spend MP. Soldier's rate of fire is decreased by 30%. We'll get that one next. Harder to dodge. Soldiers' ranged attacks get 10% armor until the end of turn. So just use their attacks. We're going to grab that one, yeah. Alright. I think this is camaraderie. For each adjacent ally, the soldier deals 10 more damage to enemies. No, it's Rack and Ruin. After the soldier deals damage to 3 different soldiers, the soldier gains 20 more damage for their next attack in the current combat. That sounds pretty good. For each shot fired, they gain 1 agility. That seems really good. Oh, that's the same. Wow. Okay. $15% that have not suffered damage during this turn. Okay, so we're going to grab that. Grab agility. And then we're going to do... Do we do entrench or do we do rapid fire? Because we've already got this, concentrated fire. Next ranged area attack. So can you pop both of them at the same time? I still don't know what the random trajectory shit is. The next time the soldier uses running gun, they gain back all other... It also resets the cooldown of all other abilities. Concentrated fire. These are all 1 cooldown. Maybe it's for later stuff? I don't know. We'll do rapid fire. Fuck it. Let's go for broke, dude. It's all about having fun, right? And we're gonna go... Do we do willpower? Let's do perception. Well, willpower's 35. Perception's fine. And then this one's where we got Shield of Faith. 12 armor against attacks. Devotee's Resolve is also permanently increased by 1. That seems pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. And then this one is Exploit Surroundings, where cover efficiency is increased. I think we're still going to keep that one. That one's pretty good. The soldier deal damage to 3 different enemies. Rack and Ruin is pretty good. I will admit, it is pretty cool. Now this one is... got like a thing with a finger. So it's like that one. That one. Flame Weapon Expert. That's where Flame Weapon Expert was. So she has heavy weapon proficiency? You know what? Let's give her It Will Not Die. Let's do that. Yep. Half her level of wounds. And this one is... Well, it's orange, and it's got a hypo spray on it. That one's Grenadier. Okay. Oh, now this is going to be interesting. Do we do nimble? Swift movements, maybe? We could do weapon skill. There we go. Or not weapon skill, ballistic skill. Bam, there we go. Skadoosh. And then rate of fire by 30% until the end of combat. We missed one. And what is that one? Medicae. Skadoosh. And boom, boom. Alright, do we still go Bounty Hunter? Master Tacticians are able to harness momentum of their party and enhance combat effectiveness of their allies and themselves. The Bounty Hunter seems cool. Let me see. What does this thing actually say? Master Tactician gains +1 stack of tactical advantage for every 5 momentum gained by the Master Tactician or their allies. The Master Tactician begins combat with a number of tactical advantage stacks equal to their fellowship bonus, which is 30. Okay, so she should gain 3. Empowers their next attack to deal 4 additional damage for every stack of tactical advantage the Master Tactician has. Loses half of their stacks of tactical advantage rounded up. Okay. But they gain 1 stack for every advantage. 1 stack of tactical advantage for every 5 momentum. Whenever they gain momentum, they gain 1 stack. And gain 4 additional damage for every stack that they use. Okay. So, target gains 5 damage, 5 additional damage for every 10 stacks of tactical advantage the Master Tactician has, but this loses half of their tax. Damn, that kind of... It says it empowers their next attack, so I'm assuming that they don't have to use Press the Advantage. Gains 1 resolve for 5 stacks, but loses half of their stacks. This affects stacks to less than combat. Gains stacks of tactical advantage equals to 20%. Ooh. Whoa, that's pretty good. So, Linchpin also grants you more momentum when you use it. The target uses a heroic act before the beginning of the Master Tactician's next turn. They gain 25 momentum. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's crazy. So this is really about moving momentum forward. Oh man, I think I'm gonna do this, so I can abuse the fuck out of it. The target gains +2 temporary wounds and 1 additional temporary wound for every 2 stacks of tactical advantage. So, but the Master Tactician loses half of their stacks until the beginning of the Master Tactician's next turn. Whenever the target loses temporary wounds from damage, the target gains momentum equal to the number of temporary wounds lost. I'm almost thinking that I should respec my dude to do this. It just sucks that if I respec, I have to do the entire archetype tree again, which just fucking blows. Mark an enemy. If the enemy is killed by one of the Master allies before the beginning of Master Tactician's next turn, the ally gains 10 + 2 times the allies resolve momentum and +5 to all characteristics until the end of combat. The bonus to all characteristics do not stack. Oh, that sucks. Gains resolve stacks of tactical advantage and resets the cooldown of Linchpin and Inspire. Ooh. Ooh. On enemies with unfinished business effect. Applied to enemies which were attacked by allies but not the Master Tactician. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm almost thinking this class would be better for... rather than giving it to her because she's a damage dealer. Right? For every stack of versatility. If the Arch Militant has 4 more stacks of versatility, deals... So... By using single shot and then burst... Area ranged or ranged burst. Can knock them prone. Devastating attack. Reckless rush. Wildfire. The Archmilitant's neck attack this turn costs 0 AP. Oh. The cost of this ability is reduced by 1 AP for every 4 stacks. Oh, it costs 3 AP to do this. Every 4 stacks of versatility. So... Damn, that's crazy. So it doesn't actually... Okay. Next attack this turn will cost 0 AP. Dude, there's so much crazy shit in this game. I cannot stress how fucking awesome this is. The problem is that most of the fights basically end on like the first or second, sometimes the third turn. Cautious approach. Instead of the usual bonuses from versatility, gains 5. Already has 4 more stacks. Okay, confident approach. Again, dodge reduction. Interesting. So... Cannot be parried and will push the target 2 cells away. That sounds pretty good, actually. The thing about it is that she does do multiple different attacks, but she can only attack like once or twice per round, like run and gun and all that other shit. So it's kind of... It seems like it would be good for her, but if I was going to just do damage, it would be this. Yeah. Yeah. That's just what we're going to do. And I kind of want to... Hammer of the Emperor. The Grand Strategist thing is cool, but the problem is that it's kind of shit because you can't rotate them. Grants an extra turn of 1 AP for every enemy that was killed. Gains an extra turn. That seems really, really good. But I have her as a Grand Strategist as well. So it makes me think about making the versatility argument here. So... I think we're gonna do it. We're gonna do uno mas. Uno mas. And hopefully the game doesn't punish me overly much for this. Hopefully not. Theory crafting, boys. Theory crafting. You know what I can't wait for? PoE, dude. PoE 2. Because this is exactly what we're going to be doing. Oh, now he's going to charge me. Let's actually... God, I hate that, dude. You can't exit out of whatchamacallit without... If you hit escape while you're in conversation, instead of ending the conversation, it takes you to the menu. And you can't save during conversation either. Alright. Okay. So, uno mas. Uno mas. Okay. So... Wait, what? Hey, what? Did it not? I don't know what just happened. Oh, it did level me up. It says I'm level 1. There we go. Okay. Ogly doggly. So we're doing persuasion. Actually, hang on a second. Let me see something here real quick. My persuasion is... So it would be... What is it? Where's my intelligence? 45. So... I kind of want to raise my coercion a little bit. But I don't think we really need to worry about that right now. My coercion's pretty fine. I am going to do it one right here, though. So, and then right here, we're going to grab... this was... I'm assuming it's Psyker Minoris. Yes. And then here was Willpower. And then we're going to grab Calculated Relations. Uses Intelligence instead of Fellowship. Bam. Which is hilarious, because my intelligence is 45. It's kind of crazy. Willpower is my main stat, but, you know, it's whatever. That's fine. It's unfortunate you can't get one that makes willpower that. I just thought it would be interesting to do. And this one was... Psychic Barrage. It's either that or Second Sight. Second Sight, that's definitely the one. And then we go Willpower. Kadoosh. And then here, we got Shield of the Emperor. And Fires of the Forge. That's definitely not it. Nope. Yeah, there's no way that's what that is. I'm assuming it's advanced skill willpower. Or advanced... We could do willpower. That'd be what it is. Is that what we want? Yeah, I kind of want that, yep. I don't do very much damage, and that's not really what the whole point of my character is. So maybe we go with... We could do base skill persuasion. Yeah, let's do that one instead. I'm a talky character, so it really doesn't matter. And then here... Was it Blood of Martyrs? Heroism. Yep. And then we got Persuasion there. And then Finest Hour. Target deals damage till the end of combat. Non-attack abilities cost -1 AP. There we go. And then this was, I think we used Coercion on that one as well. Might have been Commerce, I'm not exactly sure. Don't really care. And then we're going to grab Fellowship bonus. Why the fuck would I get Fellowship bonus? Let's do Toughness. That seems kind of weird. And then here we got Pyromancy, so I can use my staff. Wait, no, that's not it. It's... That's definitely the icon. I don't have Break Their Ranks, though. Here we go. Lasting Impression. Half the bonus of voice command remains until the end of combat. Bonus does not stack with itself. We also can use Commanding Voice. Range, that's it. That's got to be it. I remember. Yeah, the range. And then we did Fellowship bonus again. What the fuck? Do more Toughness. And then we picked Pyromancy. That'll set me up later for more damage. It'll be awesome. And then this one was probably not Fires of the Forge. Or Enforced Reality. Oh, it's another one of these down here. Advanced Skill Persuasion. And then we're going to grab... There's a reason I saved it before I did this, is just in case I fuck it up. Focus. Whenever the officer uses an ability on an ally, that ally gains bonus to their perception of ballistic skill. I don't believe that was the one. It might be. Might also be this one. Whenever the officer targets an ally with an action, ability or attack, the ally's resolve is increased by 1 until the officer's next turn. Still resolve. 3. Armor of Contempt. Leader's Assault. Whenever the officer makes an attack, they gain 5 fellowship until the end of combat. That's kind of cool. It is entirely possible that I ended up getting another buff to a skill. Let's do willpower this time. Bam. And it says we did... So I can't do any more coercion, so let's do persuasion. And then we got... We can't do toughness, so I guess we'll do fellowship. It's either that or ballistic and weapon skill, which is whatever. And here we went with... I think we did Psychic Barrage. If they're 6 cells, it suffers 3 additional damage. Psyker Majoris, that's what we got. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then this one is during their extra turn, the target deals damage until the end of combat. Until the end of combat, the target gains the effect of Voice of Command. Cannot die, and its wounds cannot be reduced by 0. Yeah, let's do this one. Bam. Okay. And then we're going to go Master Tactician. Because she's still got the Grand Strategist, right? So this is... Oh my god, and I can grab an extra spell. Oh, that's so fucking cool. And we're probably going to grab Hammer of the Emperor. Because I still have all of these, right? Gains 1 stack of tactical advantage for every 5 momentum gained by the Master Tactician or their allies. The Master Tactician begins combat with a number of tactical advantage stacks equal to their fellowship bonus. And I have pressed the advantage, so every... empowers the next attack to deal 4% additional damage for every stack of tactical advantage that I have. So every stack that I have, I can empower someone else's attack, which is exactly the kind of bullshit I want, which is exactly the kind of thing that Hammer of the Emperor is. So I don't need Inspire and all this other shit. I simply get it by, like, with buffs. So all allies affected by Word of the Emperor gain Hammer of the Emperor effect. The next time they deal damage, this damage is increased by 15. 15. And it's based on their resolve and my psi rating. That's fucking cool, ain't it? Yes it is. Okay, so that's it. That's gonna be the one. Bada bang, bada bang. Yep. I was not impressed with Grand Strategist, mainly because you can't rotate the whatchamacallits, but we've already got one. They do stack, so it's not that big of a deal. At some point, I am going to want to like raise my fellowship a little bit more, but 70 willpower, 90 persuasion, 70 coercion. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. I think fellowship is probably something I'm going to want to raise just so it stacks with other stuff. And yeah. All right. So on with the game, boys. Let's go. I can finally play now. Yay! 40 minutes into the game. All right. So do we stay here or do we go to the Kronos Expanse? What do we do? Any developmental project of the highest difficulty in a colony. Lord Captain, once more we can reach the Von Valencia's Protectorate. Of utmost urgency is restoring communication with your planets and bestowing your wisdom upon the degrees of developing colonies, claiming new territories, establishing trade links is all now your privilege and burden. Excellent. Opening the map. The Kronos Expanse is a vast region of space. Each system unique can cover by steering your flagship toward them. You can explore planets, study anomalies, and interact with other ships. To switch to the map of the entire, click the button at the bottom right. Okay, so we have 5 of these bad boys. Can we... It's a dead world. So, no point in doing that. All right, I think we're going to go back and we're going to look for... I want to do... Is there any way I can turn off... Okay. That's cool. Can I not cut that off? No. Oh, these are companion quests. Ashtray? Okay, on the hunt for knowledge. Footfalls, experiences shortage. So this is that. Okay, Anvers. Alright, sweet. Ah, there we go. And reclaim what was lost. Okay, so that's okay. So we need to do this one. This is done. This one and this one are done on Footfall. Okay. Footfall it is. Let's do hers first. Do hers first. All right, give me 1 second. I need to take off my shirt. It's in the Shadow Quarters. Is that right? Yes, got 3 of them there. Liege's Residence. What's this one? Rot. All right, we'll go do that one next. Oh, this is Rot one too. Persona non grata. Let's go, boys. Yes. Yes. Alrighty. While we wait, I'm gonna go I do think it's really, really awesome because really awesome the role that it allows you to play, because you are like the rogue trader, right? So you're this like great leader in the Imperium and or in the Protectorate, and you know you're this like head figure, and it is kind of cool that you actually get to play a class. Or they have classes specifically designed to be a leader / support role. So you can be like the guy that like runs in and kills everything, or you know the guy with all the weapons and stuff like that. Or you can literally be on the back line ordering people around, kind of like you know would if you were to accept that kind of role. It's kind of cool, also. Kind of cool, actually. Argentia gestures for your attention. Rogue Trader. I would like to remind you about Reverend Harmonius's request. He asked us to search for potential cultist den in Footfall Shadow Quarters. You know Footfall better than me. Do you think the rumors of heretics are true? There was a time I would have said it was likely a fabrication. One can say many things about the Casbilica mission and other shadowy operators on Footfall. But even those thugs are loyal to the Emperor. Which is kind of funny, honestly, if you think about it. Even those thugs are loyal to the Emperor. And so they mercilessly exterminate outright heretics in their territory. Which is funny as hell, right? Like, think about it. Think about that from a pragmatic standpoint. You're criminals, and you have this, like, syndicate where you do, you know, heretical xenotech trading and all this other stuff. But cultists of the arch enemy appear in your territory? Hey, Inquisition, we got a little problem over here. that seems hilarious to me, right? And that authorities would actually turn the other way, eye, cheek, what the fuck ever, I suppose, simply due to the fact that dealing with the crime syndicate is a whole other matter on top of dealing with arch enemy individuals, right? I do find that hilarious. But it is one of those things that you could absolutely see happening, considering how things have done in our own history, right? Like with the Italian mob helping in, I believe, in World War II with the Allies to defeat the fascist government in Italy. It was kind of funny, honestly. Heretics have launched an open attack on a rogue trader ship. A member of our dynasty, Conrad Vuntveer, of your dynasty, Conrad Vuntveer, has turned out to be one of them, and Footfall itself is sinking deeper and deeper into madness. In these times of strife, I'm willing to believe heretics openly perform dark rituals and brazenly mark their dens with sacrilegious symbols. Now, tilt the screen there. There we go. Okay. PS395, greetings and salutations. How you doing? You do seem to be weighed down by something. What? No! She shakes her head and rubs her temples tiredly. Apologies, Rogue Trader. Being here on Footfall is difficult for me. It's a minor personal weakness, but I am ready to fight as ever and will have no effect on my combat skills. Of course not. Of course not. She does not lie well, I know, right? The fact that she lies at all is, it's like, why are you lying? Yes, I would like to know what this is. Members of my crew cannot keep secrets from me. It's funny that this isn't like a persuasion thing either. You're right, I will explain. It's about the circumstances of my arrival on Footfall. I was born in the Expanse. I was sent here to be a guardian of the reliquary on Footfall, but my ship became caught in a warp anomaly, and although it lasted only days for those on board, decades had flown by in real space. Now that's an interesting tale. Because you hear about that shit all the time in 40K stuff, but it's not something they often delve into. It's not something that I've personally delved into as far as like character building. Being lost in the warp and separated from... Also, it turned my hair white. Is that a joke? When I last arrived on Footfall, it felt like I'd been erased from time. No one was waiting for me on this side of the mall. The people here were supposed to probably were supposed to greet me. Who knew about my imminent arrival had died. The reliquary that should have been mine to safeguard had instead been taken under the protection of Reverend Harmonious and his brethren. They were more than up to the task and had no need for my help. Man, that's some sad shit, ain't it? Football. I mean, it is one of those things where it's like, I guess the Emperor had different plans for you, sister. Footfall became my cage. I didn't know who or what I was supposed to do. Who I was or what purpose I had here. The way back to Calixus seemed like another trap. Even if I were to find a ship headed there, my sector, my order, they too would have lived decades without me by that point. Whenever I'm reminded of those months I spent on Footfall, it feels like I'm falling into a pit. I hope the rumors of cultists turn out to be true. I can't wait to prove with my bolter that the world and the Imperium need me. Damn, girl. That's crazy, right? Because you would think that her faith alone would have been like, okay, obviously the Emperor has different plans for me. I need to go figure out what the fuck I need to do. And it is kind of weird that she didn't just go back to her order. Because yes, they would have lived decades without her by that point. But it would have been the only place that she ever truly belonged. So obviously they would, you know, have records of her. She's fucking wearing power armor and has a bolter, for God's sakes. So, you know, it's not like they wouldn't believe her, right? And they would have welcomed her most likely with open arms and given her a mission. So it's kind of odd that she didn't go that route. Maybe it's because she feared that the same thing would happen again. And that even that, like she says, it felt like another trap. How and why did your stay on Footfall come to an end? Something must have changed. Yes, A sign, almost a portent, showed me the right path. But it's not something I can speak of like this, on the street, in this den of malice. Let us be on our way. All I'll say is that on footfall I met Lady Theodora and joined her. That was the end of my languishing in this place. Alright, and what did he want us to do? Sun symbols inscribed in blue and gold. Congregation suspects there's suspicious individuals of heresy. Rumor has it there's the mark of their hideout. Okay, cool. I cannot wait.
Heresy grows from
okay,
idleness.
so I have 70 fucking willpower. Yeah. 45 intelligence, 30 fellowship. My coercion is 70. My persuasion is 90. My commerce is only 55. That's fine. It is funny that when I built my character, it was so stupid. I don't know why I did it that way, but I did. Just because I thought it would be funny. Anyway. So... Okay. Press the advantage. Okay, we can do that. That's a buff. We're going to put all the buffs over here. Oh, it costs no AP. That's cool. We'll do Word of the Emperor, Shield of the Emperor, Hammer of the Emperor. I have literally 3 buffs that are warp buffs. Like, I'm not going to lie. These things are fucking cool, man. It does kind of suck that it doesn't tell you. Oh, there it is. 1... Is this 2? 3. Ooh. Yeah, that one's pretty crazy. Everybody who has this buff does 15 extra damage on their next attack. That's crazy. So can you imagine I do this and Sister Argentia walks up into somebody's face, whips out her shotgun and is like, "Say hello to my little friend."
Faith without deeds is worthless.
It does cost 2 AP to fire this fucking thing, though. Hey, what's up, girl? How you doing? He's also got Grenadier, which is great.
I'll do it.
Whoops! I did not mean to do that. That was a waste of a stem. I need to move these. Revel in Slaughter. Run and gun stays. Concentrated fire. That down there. And we'll put your hunter stuff down there. Okay. Who else did I respec? You.
Look no further.
So charge stays. Endure goes down here. Reckless attack. That is really awesome. Haunting Scream. And it only costs 1 AP too. Defensive stand. And brace for impact. Okay. Oh, and he also now he has freaking I gave him, where is it? I swear I gave it to him. Did I not? Hang on a second. He doesn't have Grenadier, so that sucks. There it is. Dual weapon combat. He's got it. Yep. Why is it not on his thing, though? There it is. It's up here. Okay. So basically what that means is I can charge in, smack him with a single target attack, and then whip out the good old rending shotgun for extra awesomeness. That's odd. It says it costs 2 AP, but it only has the 1 down there. That's kind of weird. Huh. Anyway. So that's one of the signs. Seems oddly repulsive, even sinister. Guard, citizen.